Tell me like a Hellcat.
Well, hello folks, welcome to Elite Dangerous, and more importantly, welcome to Vonderburg Cooperative up here in a weird system, where we are live in the beta test for Elite Dangerous's new expansion, Beyond. And today, we are going to be taking a look for the first time, if it decides it wants to actually accept my control inputs, which would be nice. No, it's accepting them. I'm just not sure why it's not pressing them, but hey. Oh, headlock. Why is headlock on? That's odd. Okay, behave yourself. Silly game. Okay, this is new. Don't this is a beta feature though. There we go. That's more like it. Right, we're going to the shipyard section, which apparently doesn't want me to click on. And we are going to check out a new ship. Not the cutter, not the corvette. Not the Anaconda, not the Type 10. Not the Beluga, not the Type 9, not the Python, not the Fer-de-Lance, not the Orca. Not any of these. This is what we're looking at today. The Alliance Chieftain. 19 million credits. Which, oddly enough, is looking like this isn't the normal beta test where you're at 10% of values. This is looking like a full price beta test, which is interesting. But we can afford it, so we take a look at this ship. It's an Alliance ship designed not only to dish out punishment, but avoid it. Manufactured by Lakon Spaceways, the Chieftain is more maneuverable than ships of similar size and weight. Its combat profile means it can more than hold its own in a fight. The ship also boasts 3 internal military compartments. You can use those for different reinforcements, allowing the pilot to equip a shield cell bank, hull reinforcements, or module reinforcements. Needs medium pad. Let's look at our stats here. 1 multi-crew seat, top speed of about 235 unmodified, boost to 330. These are all stock, by the way. Stock range of about 8.7. Shields at 150, armor 500, cargo capacity 24 tons. And we have 1 large point, 3 small, and 2 medium hard points from what I'm seeing here. 4 utilities. Let's compare this to a similar ship, shall we? People have compared this to the Fer-de-Lance in its release, or prepare for release, I should say. Actually, let's look at another favourite here first, the Federal Assault Ship. Speeds are similar. Shields are lower. Armor's about the same. Mass is similar. So we're looking at kind of similar category ships. Let's look for the Fer-de-Lance. Similar speeds again. Lower hull armor. Interesting. So let's go back to our ship of choice. Purchase this ship, monsieur. Let us take a look. First thoughts. I like the cockpit. I love the cockpit. Wow. This feels like a gunship. It feels like something with 4 big outrigger engines, you know? It feels spacey. This feels like an Apache gunship cockpit. And that seems like a small thing, but a lot of the ship cockpits in Elite are very similar. And this is a very, very nice difference. Let's take a look at the starport services. That's not what I wanted to press. I have no idea. Okay, so I was pressing the wrong button. That could be me. Let's look at outfitting and see what we can do to this girl. Look at that ship. Any livery options available yet? Oh, we have voices. Interesting.
Greetings, Commander. This is...
Greetings, Commander.
Greetings, Commander.
Oh.
This is Verity, your cockpit voice assistant. more commonly known as COVAS. My purpose is to provide systems information and analytical support throughout your journey.
Wow.
I am issued as standard by the Pilots Federation, in accordance with Statute B7249 of the Interstellar Transit Charter. It should be noted that for insurance purposes, it is illegal to travel in most systems without the use of COVAS technology.
Oh, a new feature for Beyond is the inbuilt, or a combination of course. Previously, you could have things like the voice command software, and there was a company called HCS who made voice packs, including Verity and Victor, and a number of others that you could basically use to have your own version of your ship AI. It was a nice feature, and apparently they're blending it in to the main game, and that is an incredible feature. Okay, so there are no liveries available yet, because obviously we haven't got any available, or there aren't any to be available. Let's look at our core internals. So, let's max this girl out. Da, 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 da. Did I just put the right one in? Yes, I did. Let's grab ourselves a full frameshift drive. Once we've got this thing upgraded, we'll take a look at our full stats on the ship. Of course, always going to derated on the life support. Power distributor. It's a size 6 power distributor, that's useful. A frame drives, looking similar to the Third Lance, of course. Decent reactor size as well, which means this could be a fairly potent ship. Let's upgrade our sensors. Okay, so what's our performance looking like? A lot faster on boost, speed's a bit higher. I'm liking the look of this already. Hard points. Let's see what we've got. So large. Oh, 2 large. 1 medium. Okay, so for our 2 large hard points, we're going to stick 2 multi-cannons on this girl. Experimental weapons. Flak launcher. Oh, the Alliance X multi-cannons for mowing down Thargoids. We don't need to put any of these on yet. We're going to go straight for multi-cannons, and we're going to go for some rather jolly buzz guns. These are always a favourite of mine. I'm loving the animations on the hatches for these things as well. I'm assuming this is another forward central position, so both our multi-cannons here should be on the same axis. Looking right. Okay, so a medium hard point should be dead center underneath. We're going to go for this one as an energy weapon. We'll go simple for now. So we'll go medium pulse. Did I just... Yeah, I just bought the right one. Okay. So, next out, we'll equip the 3 small slots. And we'll just give them pulses. Just for now, I want to see what the ship handles like before I start thinking about serious weapon loadouts. That's something we can come back at, of course. And we will grab another one. And we are good to go. Then we will look at our internals. Okay, so let's sell that. I personally always like having my shield generator in the top compartment. It's a personal preference, of course, but not everyone's the same way. Shield generators. Let's go for a 5A. So we're talking Third Lance scale as well here. We have another 5, a 4, 2, 2, 4. Oh, these are military compartments. Let's throw some shield cell banks in here because these are nice to have. Got way more options in terms of size than a Third Lance internally, so this does give you better options in terms of having more to play with. Now, 4A cell banks aren't going to really need me to use heat sinks, but I'll put a couple on anyway. But this is a lot of space here for banks. Let's put some hull reinforcements on it. I've got a free slot for it. Might as well use that. Okay, so it gives me a 5 internal slot. Let's pop in a fuel scoop. Sas fav, please. We've got a cargo rack there. We'll keep the cargo rack, but we will just make it a bit bigger. And suddenly this is starting to have the look of a not too small, but not unreasonably capable multi-role ship. I'm not going to say it's a cargo vessel that can fight, but it's not necessarily a fighter that can't move some product as well. If we look here, see we've got our 2 hatches for the 2 central guns. I like that. Okay, so we are basically equipped up here to go. Swap out that basic scanner for a much more nice one. No, I don't want a surface scanner. We want a stellar body scanner. So, looking at our shield strength now. Our shield strength is up to... That makes no sense. 234. Let's go to utilities here. 4 utility mounts. So we'll pop on a couple of boosters. To give those shields the much needed oomph they could require. We'll throw on a chaff and a kill warrant scanner. Not a chaff, sorry. We will throw on a heatsink launcher. And we have power for days here, so this is fantastic. You could go beams, for example, on the small and medium points for your options here. That would make a really decent combination. Okay. So, we're slightly over power at this point. Of course the shields are offline. No, I don't want to be in silent running. Oh my god. Come on, my heat's about to go up. My controls have gone backwards. No, stop it. Apparently in the beta my control profile has been reversed to stock, which is rather irritating. So let's just turn off the cargo hatch. We don't need you. And that puts us under power. So, if I find a way to go back from these buttons, which I don't even know if there is one, other than escape. And here we have the outside of the Chieftain. We're going to go free camera and take a look around. Loving the cockpit both from the inside and the outside. We've got our 2 pilot seats there, fore and aft. Very gunship-esque. Front engine intakes are a little bit like the Type 6 or the keelback, but that's where it stops. With these beautiful forward wings and forward nacelles, the engines. 4 engines here, of course, slightly inboard rear engines which rotate down for the landing gear. It's got a very toad-like reptilian rear stance on the landing gear, which is... I really like that. Heat vanes at the back and radiators. Look at the detail on those engines, that's beautiful. Underbelly of the ship. From the top. Very much like Prometheus from the Alien series, almost, but smaller. Loving the light splash down there from those spotlights. That is a very beautiful looking ship and one I'm rapidly falling in love with. Obviously those are our 2 large weapon ports on top. I'm assuming that might be the medium over the cockpit. Although that could be it there. Not sure where our 3 small spots are, but I am positive they're around somewhere. Unless it's those 2 up there. There we go, there's 2 of them. Okay. And there's a sort of small one in front. So one small down below, and I believe our medium. And we have the two small up by the lights, and the two large. So, not a bad layout. Although they could have put more weaponry on it or better spacing. I might have put two weapon redoubts on the sides there. Or maybe on the wing pylons. Not sure. Let us take a look inside. Okay, so we are in the cockpit right now, sitting in the co-pilot seat. And it's not letting me look around too much on this angle. This, of course, is our forward pilot station with my commander. Cockpit looks really good in this. Feels a bit more appropriately sized, of course, gangway down the side. A few similarities with the gunship, of course, the federal line of ships internally, at least. From the rear of the cockpit here. Of our lift or door access at the back. What could well be a hatch on the side there. That is a very nice interior. I quite like that. Spacious yet, again, feeling very much different to what Elite's done recently and previously in terms of how they've done their ship designs, so I am a fan. Some external fixed shots here. Oh, no, we've just gone free camera. So, there we go. That is the exterior and interior look at the Chieftain.
Ship restraints retracted. Follow the greens on your way out.
Okay. Gears up, let's head out. Roll rate is reasonable. Of course, this isn't engineered at all. Ship handles nicely. Feels a bit chunkier than some ships, not quite as nimble as a third lance by stock. Oh, the boost sound for this ship is rather nice. A very aggressive, raspy sound. That is nice. I'm liking that.
You are clear of the station. Stay safe, Commander.
Right, let's see what we've got to play with. Conflict zones, conflict zones, conflict zones. Let's go check one of these out, shall we?
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Not normally one to jump straight into a conflict zone, having never operated the ship before, but we'll see what happens. This was not very far away from Vandenberg Cooperative Station, so we will check this out and we'll see how she behaves. Weapon systems are out, and there's one critical component to this I forgot, which is my fire groups, so... that should do us for now. Let's pick a side, shall we?
Under attack.
Not as maneuverable without engineering as I'd expect, but not bad. Might have my flight sensitivities turned down a little bit, but let's do what we need to do. Oh, he's got his shields back. Probably not going to go with pulse lasers for this because they do seem a little bit rubbish, being the small ones, but once engineered, anything's possible, of course. Okay, so that's one down, and let's see how it munches an eagle. And that's my shields, so we're out of here. Before I pop too much. Shield strength on this is something I'm not particularly used to, so we'll have to keep an eye on that one, but we are going to make like a tree and leave, because you've seen an example of it fighting. Let's not base our impressions on that, because honestly, I've had to completely reset up my controls in about 2 minutes during this, where I've obviously cut the video, and it's not bad. It's not great either, but it's not bad. Possible better loadout option would be 3 small and 1 medium multi-cannon with 2 large beams or 2 large pulses. Up to you. Maneuverability is probably going to be better once I actually jiggle with the control sensitivities, but we will come back with a full test, if you will, on combat capabilities once I have everything set up properly. But as we'll go back to our free camera, there's the engines rotated up. Profile from above in what looks very reptilian, of course, very frog-like. That is a beautiful looking ship. I will certainly be buying one of these and engineering the bejeebus out of it. This has the Firekitten seal of approval. The Alliance Chieftain. Probably now my favourite looking ship in Elite Dangerous. Thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully you found this informative. Bye.